Howdy folks, welcome back to my channel. Got another instrument unboxing, or unwrapping, I guess, today. And I'm super excited about this, guys, because I've wanted one of these for a very long time. Now, this is not a new instrument. This is not something you can go find at a music store. This is something you have to find on the used market. And this one came from eBay. Was it Reverb? I think it was eBay. It doesn't matter. Anyway, came off the used market. And this should be one of the original Korg Kaossilators. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this baby open. So if you're not familiar with the Kaossilators, this is the original one. And here it is, along with a little from the seller. So this was the original one, and then they came out with a second model. This is called the KO-1. They came up with a second model called the KO-2, which was actually smaller, and then they came out with the Kaossilator Pro, which is significantly larger, but adds a lot more features. Now, a lot of people thought this one was too limited, so they don't like it, but I think they're super cool, and I've wanted one for a long time. Okay, so here she is, the original Kaossilator. Actually goes this way, and you can see on the top, we've got a power jack. The power adapter is not included, at least with this one. You can find them, though, they're still available. And then RCA out, which is kind of unusual, but it's not unusual for DJ equipment, but it's a little unusual for a musical instrument. But RCA out, and that's it. And then on the bottom, we have a headphone jack out right here, and then we've got a volume knob for the headphones. This volume does not affect the RCA volume. And then we've got an encoder here and a few buttons, and then this little touchpad, and that is it. Ooh, there's kind of some dirt on here. I wonder if I need to clean that. Okay guys, so I put batteries in it and I took some Goo Gone and cleaned off the screen. The screen had some sticky junk on it, and then the touchpad. And then the screen here was really dusty, so I cleaned that off as well. And other than that, it physically looks pretty good. Everything looks to be in pretty good shape overall, so it looks like it's a pretty nice one. Well, before it showed up, I downloaded the manual from Korg. They have it available on their website. So I've read all the manuals, so I know how all the functions work. So I'll be able to hopefully start using it right away. But instead of me keeping talking about it, guys, let's plug it in and let you guys hear it. Okay guys, so here's the Kaossilator, and let's take a look at it here. First things first, let's turn the power switch on the side, and we see it lights up, and there we go, it's ready. So now if I touch it, I should get sound. Indeed I do. So there's a couple things we can change right here. If I push the scale button, you can see I can pick different scales. I'll go ahead and, what should we do here? I'll pick Dorian for now. And then you can also change the key by pushing these two buttons together. It's currently in C. I can set it to D sharp if I want or whatever. I'll just set it back to C for now. Okay, so you can change those things, to kind of do whatever you want, or whatever, however you want to compose. But of course, if you touch it, as I mentioned, if you go this way, you go up in pitch. So it's that simple. You see right now it's at L00. So L indicates that that's a lead patch. So if I try something else, let's try this one. That's a lead patch. So there's where for your leads. If we keep going, we'll get to, this is A. So A is your acoustic patches. So that's clearly a piano. Not sure what that is, but anyway. Sounds like a trumpet or something. But anyway, you get the picture. B is your basses. So that, got a lot of different basses there. Well, that's cool. And then C is your chords. All right. S is your sound effects. Keep going, then we'll get to our D's, which is drums. Okay, now there's a lot of different drum kits built in, but then if you keep going, you'll notice these P's. Well, P is pattern. So the difference is, if I do a drum patch, I have to hit for every drum. If I do a pattern patch, if you just hold it, you'll get a beat. Now you can also You can move it and it'll vary the beat. So that's kind of the difference between a pattern and a drum. Then additionally, let's see, is there anything after that? Then we're back to lead. Another thing, so like if I just touch the lead, we get that. But you see there's this gate button here, gate ARP, and if I push that, what'll happen is it will play multiple notes. Watch this. And then there are variable, if you push here, you can change the ARP to different values. So that's another thing you can do. Now, instead of me keeping explaining all of this, let's just make a beat real quick. So guys, I just powered this thing on. This is gonna be my first try. So hopefully this beat is not hideous, but let's try it. If I push that, get my beat. Now it's ready. As soon as I'm ready to start recording, I just hold this record button and it'll start recording that beat. Watch. 3, 4. So there we go. Now our beat is looped. Now let's add a bass line to it. So let's go find our B's. Oh, I like that. Oh, there you go. All right, let's get a bass line in there. Okay, so I'll try something like that. So if we're ready here, I'll get ready to push the record button. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got a beat. Okay, so let's go find something else to put on there. How about a chord? Let's try this one. Try that one. Now let's go get a sound effect. There we go. All right, let's go find a lead. Oh, you can just solo like that. So I'm not liking that one. Let's try a different one. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, let's try that one. So there we go. Building up a beat. And then of course you can always jam on top of it, so I can pick a different lead. So that is how the Kaossilator works. Guys, that was my first beat. I hope that wasn't terrible, but you get the idea. Okay, so that is the Kaossilator, the original K-01 Kaossilator phrase synthesizer from Korg. It's just something that you touch and it makes noise. Oh, and by the way, the word of the day is touch. So guys, these things are available on the used market. Unfortunately, they don't make these new anymore, but these are available on the used market in like the $70 to $90 range typically. So they're not terribly expensive. Really fun little thing. You can, just spend hours messing with them if you want. And I'm anxious to play with it a little bit. I was actually toying with the idea of maybe like every week, every Wednesday in January or something, doing a jam on it or, whatever. Just to kind of, learn a little more about it. But anyway, that is the Kaossilator from Korg. So you can pick those up on eBay, Reverb, wherever, if you can find them. Sometimes music stores and stuff might have them too. But anyway, that's it, guys. If you like what I do on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next episode.